coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support. Out here, man, pushing P positive energy 24/7, 365, trying to inspire change, trying to awaken these young people, man, let them know that their life is more valuable than they treat it, and they need to treat it as it is, irreplaceable, in hopes that they will never end up in chains, in bondage, in the penitentiary or the graveyard before it's their time. So join me in the movement, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. We out here, man. We can't stop, won't stop. Let's go, let's get it. TBP Nation, stand up. Oh, man, I don't know what made me think about my dude today, man. Somebody brought his name up yesterday and asked me, you know, did he get out yet? And to my understanding, I don't think so. But if he ain't out yet, man, Slim probably been down there. Probably he got to be pushing close to 50 years. And I'm talking about my guy Slim Wilson, man. Slim Wilson was probably the tallest hustler I knew in penitentiary. Hustler, con artist, depending on what day you dealing with him. You dig? Because Slim was a different type of dude, man. He about 6'6", 6'7", right? So I remember when I first met Slim Wilson, man. I think I met him first on Greensville, man. And you always gonna notice him because he's so tall. You know, ain't no whole lot of real tall dudes in prison like that. So Slim real tall, he real dark skinned. Got kind of like bad acne on his face, man. Got a super deep voice, like, what's up, mate? Yeah. And he talked slow. But Slim always hustling. He one of them dudes that live off the land. You understand? He had been locked up so long, he live off the land. He got to hustle. He gonna run a parlay. He gonna definitely play poker. Poker was one of his biggest things. He gonna get in a poker game. He gonna run a poker game. He gonna run a skin game. He gonna play in skin games. He gonna hustle every day. You never gonna see Slim Wilson without some type of hustle. You can't see him without doing something. He gonna be at the poker table. He gonna be at the skin table. He gonna be shooting dice. He gonna be doing something every day. You got these type of dudes in prison where you see every day is their hustle. I lived that life for a long time. When I was with the poker and the dice thing, I'm talking about it's an everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? They call that in the penitentiary living off the land, right? And Slim lived off the land, but he had to live off the land. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't had no income coming from the street. He ain't had nothing else. All he got is his penitentiary hustle. All he got is his penitentiary name, and his name be wobbly sometimes because he will play by principles. But if he get greasy, meaning he get broke, that's when the license come out in him. He'll lie, he'll borrow, he'll use his name, he'll use, and to be honest with you, and all, Slim got like a good personality. He easy going, but until he with that flammery. When he with that flammery, he just a whole different dude, and he acting like he don't know what he doing when he exactly know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So I like this Slim. I ain't gonna lie to you, but there's been times that I didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? Where we bumped heads on certain things, right? And I think I talked about it before in the video about when we had, you know what I'm saying, little misunderstandings and stuff. And it all came from gambling or money. That's where everything comes from in penitentiary. Some type of money dispute, some type of respect dispute, or dispute, or something like that. That's where almost all beefs come from. All right. So, like I say, when I first met him, he was coming to the games, man. He'd get in. He a real good gambler. He definitely know how to play poker. He got the poker face. He got the poker read. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you like I told y'all before. I swear to God, man, I can't prove, but I swear to God, I feel like certain dudes are cheating. Even my big dog, man, kind of like my mentor, Van. I felt like Van was cheating. He'll never tell me. I felt like Slim Wilson was cheating. James, right? All them, I feel like them dudes was cheating. And the reason why I say I felt like they was cheating, because these dudes, is no way that Lord obviously you're not gonna win like that all the time. These dudes always win in poker, though. always win. They lose every now and then, but it's like Vegas, man. The law average of them, the way they losing compared to what they winning, they ain't never losing. If you win 10 days straight and then you lose, you know what I'm saying, one game or something like that, or you lose one day, you know what I'm saying, you still winning. You know, and this is how their odds was. These dudes, you know what I'm saying, will win all the time, man. And only when they won't win against each other is when all of them is in the game together. So then when all of them is in the game together, is like whoever running the game be the one that win. You dig what I'm saying? So it was some flambery going on there that I just wasn't old enough, or they didn't put me in the loop of what was going on. And they never did the whole time I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? They never did. And I was running these dudes for decades and gambling with these dudes for decades. They ain't never put me in the loop. But in my mind, in my heart of hearts, them jokers knew something that I ain't know. Them jokers knew how they knew some flambery, dog. They knew. Because then I would go to other camps and gamble with regular dudes that wanted season and been locked up as them, and they won't like their game on as good as theirs. But I will be winning more, way more. You know what I'm saying? But with these dudes, man, your percentage of winning gonna be slim, dog, because they be knowing something. Man, you turning out hands that can't nothing but two hands possibly beat. Sometimes turning out a hand in poker that can't nothing but one hand beat, and they got that hand. What's the odds of that? What's the odds of that? Major too. I think Major was one of them jokers too. And mind you, all of these dudes is older than me, so they got way more game, man, and that's where it came from, man. I know they knew something, and they probably was some type of secret society where they kept these secrets tight knit, where you keep beating jokers out there money. But Slim would lose sometime when he had other people's game. Never really when he ran his own game. Never really when he ran his own game. Major, never really when they ran their own game. You see what I'm saying? So that made me feel like, you know what I'm saying? But same thing with P.I. He'll kill him with his own game. Get into somebody else's game, get super duper late. Right? So Slim would get in other people's game and get late. Now he was one of these type of dudes too, that what you call up and down. Now it'd be the times where he got plenty of money, because he'd have been on the street. He probably been hitting in the parlay. He was hitting in the poker game, hitting in the skin game. You know what I'm saying? But then like they got this thing in penitentiary called in the breaks. He'll go in the break. Mean he can't win nothing. No matter what he do, he gonna lose. He get in this, he gonna lose, he'll lose. And you in the breaks, man, and you just gotta back away from gambling for a while until you come out of the breaks, man. Your luck changes. It's some serious penitentiary stuff I'm telling y'all right now in the gambling community. So when he in the breaks, he greasy, man. He asking to borrow this and borrow that. He ain't paying it back. And then he got the Achilles heel. He like to get high. He like that cocaine. So he could be a dude like a lot of dudes in the penitentiary, a lot of hustlers. A lot of hustlers in the penitentiary hustle because they get high. And when they get high, come on the compound, they ain't trying to be begging for it. They ain't trying to be on nobody. They trying to have their money to make sure that they get some of that get high before it's gone, before somebody else buy it. So they keep their little stash to the side for that. So when you got a dude like Slim, he gon' hustle and hustle. He gonna stack his chips away, you know, like a squirrel putting up his nuts. He gonna put them up until that, you know what I'm saying, until that get high come. But when that get high come, them dudes ain't got no discipline like they do in poker, like they do in gambling, like they do in how they move around in the pen. They ain't got that when it comes to that get high. Slim was one up. He could have stacked up and been winning for 2 months and there ain't been no drugs on the compound. That drugs come on that compound, you can get all of that in one day. You can get all of that in one day, and then he got to start all over again. That's when the flambery come out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes know he used to having stuff, so they'll give him stuff. But then if he go in the breaks, then he can't pay it back, and then he talking to you like, man, come on, man. You already know, man. My word good right now. Just things ain't good, but I got you, though. You know I got you, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't like that. You know my word. And he'll hit you with that. which he done got me a couple of times. And man, let me get that, man. Let me borrow that, man. Let me get that check next week, man. You know I got you, man. Don't put, I mean, put a little interest on it, but don't really put no whole lot on it. You know I got you. All that's the smooth you out. You know what I'm saying? You like, all right, look, go ahead, man. You gonna have this next week, man? You know I got you. You looking at a month later, he talking, man, I've been in the breeze, man. I just hold on, man. I got you though. When I get you, I'm gonna really get you. Yeah, all of this right now, you got to remember too. Now I'm young in the game, so I'm learning. These are my learning years. You know what I'm saying? But these is the little tricks and the little flim flam that they putting on me because I had a good heart, especially with the dudes that I gambled with. The ones that looked like they had some principles and morals, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. So like I said, we had a crazy friendship, man. But I just remember, man, Slim always getting his hustle on. He always in the mix with something. They say he used to be a hell of a basketball player back in the day, but he had got older. I just see he got on the court a couple of times with the old timers, and you can see he really had some finesse, really had some game because he's so tall. But you know, he older now, knees bad and all this and all that, plus all that getting high he doing, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, he was getting a little older, but when we really started to get to the point where we was falling out, man, was I remember he was in the block with me one time, and he had partnered up with this dude named LJ, which I did not like. You know what I'm saying? Because LJ was a young dude that was getting that sack in. That's why Slim really wanted to be around so he could really, you know what I'm saying? And they supposed to be from the same neighborhood or whatever, but he old enough to be LJ daddy like he old enough to be my daddy. You know what I'm saying? So he always around LJ now because LJ like to gamble too, but LJ get the sack in. And then LJ just, he was an athlete and he thought he was one of them fly bammers, man. I just ain't like him. I ain't like his vibe. And obviously he ain't like me neither, which was cool with me because he couldn't whoop me. I know he thought he could, but he couldn't. That be what a lot of dudes think because they athletes. He played football, he can play basketball real good, all this and all this, make them think that you can really rumble. You can't rumble though. That ain't got nothing to do with you being able to rumble because you athletic. You know what I'm saying? They got a little size on you. So he was an arrogant little bammer, and I ain't like him. You know, and yeah, we clashed on a couple of things, man, from him running his mouth. And Slim was his partner, so I'm trying to respect Slim, but I don't really like the bammer, and Slim don't like the bammer. So then me and Slim get in the cell one time when cause he getting money there cause he ran LJ. So we get in the cell and gamble head up. We locked in for almost a week every day. And I'm crushing him. We shooting dice. I'm crushing him. I got him down so much money, he almost broke. And I know he keep borrowing money from LJ to keep coming back, trying to get back. You know what I'm saying? So LJ is really having some type of secret hate for me now because he see that I'm crushing Slim. So he started mean mugging and acting funny all in the pod and walking by me gritting with his little chest poke out. I'm ready to let the air out his chest for real. So Slim do some Bama stuff. I think I spoke on this in the video before. So I'm beating him all these days. He come back, man. You know, it's just the law of nature. You can't win all the time. Luck gonna run out. So he come back one day and catch fire, and he win like all his stuff back, or most of it, and he quit. He don't want to play no more. You know what I'm saying? And I know LJ put him up to that because, like, man, you done got almost all your stuff back, man. Just take that L and go ahead on, man. When I could have did that to you when I had you down. Now, I know it sounds petty to y'all, but this penitentiary stuff, you don't be doing that. You don't quit, especially when somebody ain't quit on you. So he did that, man, and I ain't really like that. And me and him had a big falling out about that. So then about a couple of weeks later, LJ gonna get smart outside about the microwave, something in the block about the microwave or something. Man, I'm ready to crush this Bama, and it be Slim to get in the way. And I'm like, man, who you know? And we going back and forth. I'm like, man, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Because all this talking ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I was so mad, man. And then Slim, he diffused the situation, but I'm blood mad, man. It's lock up time, going lock up, man. I'm thinking about really hurting this dude, man. Really hurting him. And I got in my mind, he said, one more thing, look at me funny, I'ma hurt him. And the next morning, he walking back, gritting and acting like I went and got that thing, and I was waiting outside for him. I was gonna get him. That's the situation I told y'all about when Savage was my guy during that time. That was my dude. And Savage and all of us cool. Me, Savage, Slim, we all cool. But LJ, but he, you know what I'm saying? And Savage seen it, man. And Savage really talked me up out of that joint, man, because he was like, you know I'm gonna go with you. You know I'm gonna go with you, but I don't want you to do it though. I don't want you to do it, you know. But I'm saying I gotta go with you. But I ain't want him to get in the trouble that I was getting ready to get in. I ain't want him to do that. So then I think Slim peeped the joint when they was coming from breakfast, and Slim came and talked to me later, man, and said, man, I'm gonna talk to him, I'm gonna holler at him, man. He ain't gonna say nothing to you no more. And the joint got squashed, but that, you know, them little things like that, man, they get so tested in penitentiary, and then you got so much going on in this, and you ain't got time for that foolishness. And it be just one little thing like that to set you off, and you really ain't thinking. Now, I'm glad the situation turned out the way it did because of the simple fact that I would have got dumb late. You know what I'm saying? But when you be so mad in there and you think somebody playing with you, or you think somebody don't understand that you know you not to be played with, you will make them split-second decisions and you be regretting it later on. And I have made those decisions before, and you know what I'm saying, it ain't work out for me too good. You know, sitting up in the hole for months and years, and you know, and I could have just let it go by. But you know, it was all learning experiences. But other than that, that's the only thing that me and Slim really had problems with, man. But it was a strain because I don't really want to be around you no more because you did that funky stuff, and I know you did it because of the company that you keep, and I don't like the company that you keep. So I really just, you know, really said stop rocking with them for the most part. I run into him years later on the same compound, but I'm coming back. He been there. You know, the Bama LJ been gone. This is years later, probably a decade later. And Slim is still there, and Slim done con his way into working in the administration. He working in the administration, man. But I told you he a flat-foot hustler. He gonna find a way to get it out the land. And even though he working in there, he finessing them people, man, like I don't know what. Because if you get a dirty urine or you get a charge, the dirty urine or the charge, depending on what the charge is, and you one of them dudes that go off on parole, that's gonna set you back so far, man, probably years. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, probably years. And that dirty urine gonna send you to jail when they come back that you dirty, and they look at it and check the results and you dirty, you going to jail as well. You might get shipped off the compound. So dudes was paying Slim because Slim worked in administration. Slim can get over there to the paperwork before the investigators get it. Slim can get over there to the urinalysis results before the investigators can get it, because it's being a file or being a box or something, and he working there cleaning up and stuff, so he can get over there, get to it, and steal your dirty urine results, steal your charge. Well, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is very, very valuable, very, very valuable. So he got a locked job. He's gonna get money, man. Dirty urine might cost you $100. Dude might had to give you $100 to steal that dirty urine, and so. But dude's gonna pay it because dudes ain't trying to get locked up. Dudes ain't trying to get shipped up all the compound. So he can get $100 for that. He probably get $50 for a regular charge. Dude might got too many charges he want to get. In a gunning charge, he could get that. So you can pay him. So that was his hustle. So he making money. I'm like, boy, Slim, you find your way to get in there. And you already know, man. You know, the hustle don't stop. Yeah, the hustle don't stop. And he was getting older though, man. But I kept saying, "What's up with it?" And he said they kept on turning him down for parole. I do not know what he was locked up for. I have not a clue. But yeah, man. But Slim was a different type of dude, man. You don't know. Like I say, the day he could be a flat-foot hustler, tomorrow he could be a con artist. But if you get that drug that he like, I don't care what he got. He gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. He weak for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of dudes did when he beat them in gambling. And they turn around and they get that sack in and come back to him and get all their money right back. Get all their money right back. And see, LJ got high too. So I can remember that one time too, when I had that good run where I had some coke. Somebody was sending me some coke. I was getting that coke on a regular. I told you I got that joint for like 12 weeks straight. And it was, man, I was just murdered. And I tried to break LJ, but he was so petty. He wanted to not get it from me. He sent other people to get it, but I knew it was him and I knew it was his money. Man, I ain't give him not nail break, not nail nothing. You know what I'm saying? I want every dollar, every dime. I want it COD, cash. Ain't no, let me get this to the store. They know nothing. I try to break them. Slim too. Yeah, all that, man. Man, this is me, man. Let me, come on. Nah, I can't do it, player. And I could have did it, but nah, I can't do it. Yeah, I was being petty. I sure was. I was being super duper petty. But, yeah, man. But once he got away from LJ, man, and I ran into him again, man, it was all let bygones be bygones, man. Because all in all, like I say, Slim a good dude. He got flaws like everybody else got flaws. You know what I'm saying? He will bring out the skullduggery, the larceny, the con stuff when he broke. He will do that. That's a fact. But a lot of dudes in penitentiary do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's a hit to their character, but we in prison. It's a survival. It's, you know what I'm saying? If he could con somebody instead of sitting in the cell at night and be hung and ain't got nothing in, that's what he gonna do. I mean, that's just what he gonna do. It's survival. So I understand that. And a lot of people may not understand that, but if you in these positions, if you in prison, these things are understood to you. So I understand why he did what he did. I know if he had a choice, he don't, you know what I'm saying, he gonna play fair. But when he ain't got no choice, his back up against the wall, man, that joke will tell a lie so quick. From way up there. You understand me? Man, no, I got some money coming in 2 days, so when we go to the store, you a lot. I got you. Yeah, let me get that until then. I'm gonna go flip it. If I can flip it, I'll bring it back today. I know you will. I know you will, man. So just another one of the type of dudes that be in the penitentiary, man, that I ran across all different types of characteristics, man. Shout out to Slim Wilson, man. I hope he get out one day. I hope he out, and I just don't know about it. And I hope he in good health, man. You know, 'cause I heard he was in bad health one time as well. But, man, after all that time, man, he deserves a shot at the streets, man. Like everybody else, man, deserves another shot. But, shout out to him, man. Just one of them stories I wanted to tell y'all, man, just because he came across my mind, man. You know, shout out to Slim Wilson, man. Anyway, y'all leave a comment. Y'all talk to me in the comments, man. Say something might make me remember something. Remember somebody I was around. You might say something that might make me, I had to know a dude like that. You never know. Talk to me, I talk back, man. Big love, TDP Nation. Y'all stand up, be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Hey, duck them hooks, man. Membership video ain't far away neither, baby.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.